Hi, how are you today? This is JilliBling. Today's project is using the stamp set Bunches of Fun. I've had this stamp set since the beginning of the catalog. Loved it. Mostly because darling dog Bo has spent more than his fair share of time in a cone. Because he has this little ouch from a past accident on his hip and he likes to lick it until it's raw. But came up with something else to fix that, so that's all good. But when I saw this, it brought it all home. I just had to have that. And the next project will be using the cone and the dog, but this one I want to focus on the lady and the banana, and the words in here are just great. So here's the projects. Thanks a bunch. Hope you feel special because I usually send a text. And bananas everywhere. And then there's this one. And these use different punches. The older you get, the better you get, unless you're a banana. Wishing you bunches of fun on your birthday. I like that one. So let's do something like this one. I was going to say, well, the colors I have planned are using these colors, so let's do the other words. How about the thanks a bunch? Let's do that. Okay. So this is where it all originated. Carolyn's swap card. Carolyn. And I love how she did this. So that's the layout for the card. And we'll be using blends and the pansy paper, and this is Friendly Hello. You might have got quite a few packages of this during celebration, but I have a lot of it and it works perfectly for this card. Also, did you know that there's blends, new blends in skin colors, skin tone colors? So there's all these new ones. In the new catalog, they're on page 128 listed, but you could get them now. So if you have any interest, reach out to me and I'll tell you the item number and you can order them now. But I have, I think, just the two bottom ones because the other ones were sold out. I think they're available now. But I want to do maybe the hair color in these two different colors. But we'll work on that in just a minute. So we'll use tear tape and embossing folder. Okay, those are inside papers. These are outside papers. So I have the paper cut to 5.5 by 7.5, and I'll put the measurements on my blog, and my blog is JilliBling.com. And I have it scored at 4.25, so it's a standard size card in the end. And let's see, these are all the front. So this piece, I will texture it. And you know, after using this the stamp set, I don't know why I didn't use it sooner. I use tear tape. It's fun. It's cheerful. It's happy. Should have used it sooner, but it's going to go away. So if you have any interest, get it soon, because supplies, it's good while supplies last, and then it's gone. And let's see, the new catalog comes out in May, and Mama and I will do our garage sale in June. So we haven't set an exact date yet, but it will probably be during the class week in June. But I'll get that date out there. And a few of you had said, garage sale, huh? Prices are good. And I could send you pictures. After we pull everything out, I could send you pictures of what all we have available. And stamp sets, most of them, if they're retiring, if you've seen me use it, chances are it's going in garage sale. There's about 5 or 6 that have already gone. But if you have your eye on something, let me know. Or get it ordered as soon as you can. Okay, so this is for doing the little this little flag right here, but I'm going to use a different punch. So here's the punch I'm going to use. Post-its. Because these papers are so small, I need a handle on it. So I'll take one of these and put it on there so it's good and secure. Put this in. And because it goes so far in there, there's no need to try to use the guides, which are convenient. But at this time, it won't matter. And what I'm looking at is, see this part of the punch, kind of like the shoulder? I want to make sure that that's equal on both sides. And punch it. Okay, and then do the same with the black. And the black is just a layer. I think the black does slide right into one of these guides. Yep, just like that. And the measurements, because I had to measure each time I wrote them on here, it's 1 inch is the widest, 3/4 is the middle track, and 1/2 inch is the smallest, deepest track. Okay, so get that into there. Just check. And then punch it. So that's it for the punch. These punches are great. And this one will carry over to the new catalog. I think it goes up by $1. So if you like it, get it now. You could save $1. Okay, so these pieces, I will put liquid glue on here. This is that cute pansy paper. I love that. And then just line up the center and make sure that it's lined up with the size of your other ones. I just glanced over there just to check. And if it isn't exactly perfect, like I could see that this point is a little bit higher than the black point, in the end it'll be fine. But I was checking to see if I see how much black I have here. It's similar. Similar. Ooh, that's kind of handsome looking there. Okay, so we'll do that in a minute. So this piece is on here, and this die, the dies we're using today are rectangle stitched and color and contour, contour and color, scallop contour dies. And I think both of these are staying. So I'll cut this out. Isn't that nice? This is interesting. See how this is kind of lifting up here a little? It's like cut all the way through. I mean, you could get really creative and clever. I mean, a ribbon going through there, something. We won't do it today, but just interesting. Oh, and then this piece fits right on top. And then this die is for the words. So that goes on there. It's right here. I probably should have stamped it and then cut it, because if I stamped crooked, I could position the die crooked and make it look straight on there, but I didn't. That's okay. Okay, so the words. Let's do the Thanks a Bunch. And I'll do that in Memento. This time I'm going to do it right in the middle. Okay. Should do the inside. I'll do that in a minute. Okay, so this is going to go, okay, these layers here. Ooh, that's kind of fun, especially with that. Does that look like a banana leaf? I don't even know what a banana leaf looks like. Should I change it up? Okay, I'm going to change it. Who knew? Didn't see that coming. Had a plan. Going off track. Good thing all the papers match. Okay. Okay, gingham. So that goes right on there. Tiny little border. Okay. And this goes on here. Where's that white piece? It's easy enough to stick that down now. There's no stamping on that. Okay. Right in the middle. So, to put these little flags on, that will stamp some bananas on that. You would just think, oh, just tuck them underneath. But there's a bit of a pattern to them. And before you try to figure out the pattern, wait a minute, because you want them, you don't want them to go over the edge. So it's like a fine balance of how to do it. So I'm going to put this here. You know what, I could stamp that. And then I'll do these. That will help a bit. So Versamark, oh, we're doing something a little different. So see these bananas on here? And see the bananas on here? That's done with Versamark. Versamark is great for embossing, where you put the embossing powder on it, but it is a watermark stamp pad. So just about, I think with the exception of black, any color you stamp this stamp on, it will make it one shade darker, which could be a lot of fun. So here's banana. You know what? I should just try the black. Right in the middle. Let's see if it does anything. Sometimes it takes just a minute for it to kind of sink in. So I'm going to put it on here. And at first it looks, well, that's invisible. But as it dries, it does alter the color of the paper. On some of them it stands out a lot. Other ones it's very faint. And I'll hold it up here close in just a minute. Look at the new pad. How often does that happen? All of my pads they're gray. Bananas and bananas. Lately, we've had lots of bananas around here. And you know, to tell you the truth, I don't know that I really like bananas. I don't completely dislike them, but they're not my favorite. Okay, that's starting to show a bit. So, the black, is that the right angle? Like right there, you can see it shining, but you can't really see it when it's down here. But all the other colors, can you see it on there? It's kind of faint, huh? Well, in real life I could see it better. This one you could see really good. Okay, so this will go down on here. Tiny little border, and then the white will go in here, but there's no need to do that quite yet for doing these flags. Okay, so back to the flags. Back to where we were. Okay, stay flat. Okay, stay flat. So, you all in comments, you could comment and tell me if you have a better way to do this. But I'm going to put a piece of tear tape underneath this panel, and then I'm going to put another piece of tear tape right here on the inside. And that's just for positioning the flags. And I'm putting the tear tape right here because I know that the panel will cover that. I don't want to put it right to the edge because then I'd have sticky everywhere. And while I'm at it, I love me some tear tape. It's terrible. And if you go over the edge like I did right there, after you take the paper off, just fold it back over, the adhesive back over itself, and then it won't stick all over everything. But at this point, I'm going to do just that one piece. And right here, just this one piece. Okay, so now that the card is somewhat assembled, I'm just going to lay these over the top where I think that they should go. I'm not going to smush them into the adhesive. Maybe I should try different positioning. Should I put them down lower? That could be kind of fun. More tear tape. And right down here. It's getting kind of quiet outside. Wonder if that means the boys are coming in. Okay, so back to where we were, positioning these. So if this one is here, and I like how it has a little bit of a gap. And this one could be here. And again, I'm looking for the equal gap and making sure that these two lines are parallel. And another thing is to think about the patterns. What patterns do you want to show? Because this one has the two of the light green. Oop. Then this one, I'm going to have it tucked back a little bit. And I want to make sure to see all that detail. But I can't put it back too far because the panel is going to come here. Now push down a little bit hard. I think these are going to stay. Oop. It's too thick. Okay, just like that. And then tear tape again, and I'm just going to kind of seal them, set them in place so they won't shift around. Okay, so I know that's a lot of tear tape, but so far that works, and yeah, it works. Okay, so then I'll take off these pieces and stick down the top panel. Oop, there's that one kind of hanging over the edge. Not anymore. Okay, so now this is a little different. I'll put it right there. Here. I'm going to put it further over. See how I have it closer to this edge than that edge? So on the first one I did that. See how close it is here, and then there's a bit of a gap? This one is perfectly centered. So whatever you like is good. Okay, that's looking nice. And this could go here. The words, it's kind of a little crazy. The words are going to be in the center. There's one of them. I like how this little scallop contour covers over the words. I'll do that this time. Okay, so this one's going to be the things. Did I already stamp that? Oh well, I'll stamp it again. You know it's hard getting old. Okay, so thanks a bunch. Oh, I stamped it on the other side. Oh. Huh. There it is. I knew I stamped it. Okay, and then the girl, I stamped her on just plain paper, and I colored her in. She's going to be a vibrant girl. She's going tropical. Her name is Nikki. And bananas, I think they're going to go on the inside. So on the inside, this one I did just the one banana cut out. This one, I went a little crazy, did a whole bunch of bananas, which is cute, but it takes time to color it. So she's just going to go onto the inside. So I'm going to finish up coloring her. So coloring, I left this out because I have colors. And I was trying to figure these out. Okay, here's the colors I'm going to use. But I'm going to start out by coloring her skin. Ivory. And I like to do 2 layers of color, because 1 layer is pretty close to ivory, but 2 layers, there's no streaks, and it's solid ivory. The color is what it is. There's no variation in it. Now I'll admit, the second layer I'm not all that perfect with the coloring, but these markers are lovely. I've had a few people sign up as a demonstrator just to get all the markers at a discount, which is a great price. And Stampin' Up! Welcomes everyone if you're going to stay for 3 months, 3 years, 30 years. Stampin' Up! Appreciates all of their demonstrators. So, if you have any questions, contact me. Okay, that's the second layer. And then I'm going to go back with Petal Pink and give her just a little bit of rosy cheeks. She's been out collecting some bananas. So Nikki is off on vacation and she's going to a tree house. She's going to be surrounded by monkeys and bananas. Petal Pink Dark, just for a little color. I'm not sure what that little mole is there on the side of her face. Let me see. And it's going to stay there. That's okay. And you know what? That kind of became a blob. So I'm going to go back with Ivory and just kind of smooth it out again. Okay, so for her skin tone, like I said, these markers, we will be able to get them in the new catalog, and you could get them now because right now there's a promotion. I think it's called All Together, and it's got a great stamp set and dies and designer paper, and it's good while supplies last. And also in that product suite are markers. There's 5 different skin tone markers. So first, when I was doing these, number 1 and 2 are a grouping, and there's all these groupings. Hold on, this shows it a little bit clearer. Light, medium, light, medium, medium deep, and deep. And here's all the colors. And to tell you the truth, I don't know, like with the regular blends, if I was blending something in seafoam, there's a light and dark, and they definitely go together. These, I don't know if it's due the skin tone there and this is a cheek color, but to me they're vastly different, the groupings. But that's fine. For instance, today I'll be doing the hair, and I'm thinking that these 2 brown tones would be perfect for hair. Or even these would be good too. But you could kind of mix and match whatever colors to make the right skin tone. You know what, looking at my, I don't know what I don't know where I am on there. But it's just interesting, just kind of fun. And when you look on the markers themselves, there's numbers rather than names. So I have to have like a little key over here that says light is 900 to 1000. Medium is 700 and 800. And I'll show you what I mean by that. Now hold these up close. So I'm looking right here on the side. It says SU 100, SU 200, 300, 400. See all those little numbers? So, just an FYI. If you have any questions, let me know, and we'll try to figure it out. So for the hair today, I'm thinking number 1 and number 3. So number 100 and number 300. And we'll see how that works. Okay, so I like to do the darker first, wherever there's shadows. Because lots of people have brown hair. And obviously it's a great skin tone color. I hope to get all of them. They were sold out there for a while. And I'm not trying to do 2 layers at this point because I wanted a little bit streaky. So it looks like natural hair. Because natural hair, it's not all one color. It just doesn't work like that. So I think those look good together. She has 2 hairs on her forehead, but I'm not sure I want to trace those down. Okay, there it is. I'm not sure I could call her Nikki anymore because Nikki doesn't have brown hair. Okay, where were we? Right here. Oh, she's cute. Thanks a bunch, she says. So I'll stick this down first. So our electricity went out last night. And every time I have sushi, I have crazy, like just weird dreams. So because the electricity kept going out, I thought it was Vladimir. I was thinking he knocked the electricity out for the whole US. Oh my gosh, what are we going to do? And Tony, being the prepper that he is, I thought, okay, well, how much gas do we have for the generator? And he's been telling people about him and his generator idea. I guess I am right now too. It's like everyone is going to be coming here because he's all prepared. He calls himself a prepper. Anyhow, dreams are weird. And then, like I said, we went out to sushi. Love sushi. And I think the day before, this is probably embarrassing to say. This is embarrassing to say. We found a spider in the house. And you would just think, oh, a spider, you put him out. But we don't often have spiders. But it was a big spider. Not just, oh, that's big. That was like strangely big. And Tony even said, oh my gosh, I might even be scared of that. So I looked over at the thing. It's like, where did that come from? And it was over on the curtain. So I told him, we have to go back behind that couch. Maybe as a nest back there or something. Anyhow, the reason I say all that is because sushi, spider. So last night during all these dreams, I had a dream that my miso soup, you know how they have those little chunks of tofu in there? As I was stirring it and scooping it up, there were spiders. They were spiders. And at the table, of course, this is in my dream, at the table I said, there's spiders in there. And I held it up. She goes, oh, here, I'll get you another one. I said, done with that. And of course, that woke me up, and then I had to go to the bathroom and just get up. And all the power was out. Just weird. Maybe I shouldn't be drinking. And I even drank sake. I don't drink. Maybe that was what it was. I don't know. It's crazy. Maybe I should just stay away from all of them. Sushi, sake, definitely spiders. And then Tony saved it. He took that thing, got 2 paper towels, grabbed it, like it's going to come out, and put it outside. He says, yeah, I just went over there to the rock wall. Like, oh my gosh. It's like, where did that come from? And I keep looking over there. Is there a spider web? Creepy, creepy. So I decided if I see any spider at all, we need the exterminator team to come and check it out. Because that's not good. And it's like there's not even another bug in here. I don't know. I don't know. I don't like it, but I don't know. Boy, I just chattered through. Guess who's feeling better? So, there we are. That is, these two are using the same papers. And then there's this one. That's it for today. Tomorrow, I'm going to do the bow dog in the cone. Okay, have a great day. Bye.